Okay. We gotta do this. We gotta talk about this. Recent news reveals why Halo stories just kind of seem to keep rebooting themselves. Like with Halo 4, it was a completely new start and kind of continued on from Halo 3, but it was a completely different type of storytelling, new art style, brand new Chief and Cortana dynamic, and everything was just different for the sake of change, really. And then Halo 5 essentially retconned everything that happened in Halo 4 to make crazy Cortana in Halo 5. And then the Halo Infinite releases goes, okay, no, forget everything that just happened with that last game as well with Halo 5. Though we're going to continue it on, but it's going to be a new start, but continuation. It's kind of weird, which the jump from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite always felt a little odd. Like I said, it seemed like 343 Industries at the time, now Halo Studios, tried to find like an odd middle ground where they continue on the story from Halo 5, but also be a fresh new start for most new players. If Halo Infinite was truly meant to be a new beginning, right, for the franchise, a good starting point for fans new and old, then why not just sever all ties with the previous story that nobody liked? Recent news shows that apparently there was more storytelling to be done after Halo 5, and that game was only the beginning. Yeah, actually the writers of Halo 5 thought their ideas were so great. This was just like the first game of a new set of trilogy, a new arc that they wanted to tell over multiple games, which is just shocking to me. Of course, a good story needs that tension to push the narrative forward or to give characters purpose. But you know where tension doesn't belong? On yourself. This Hoffree office chair is comfortable, stylish, and built for your body in mind. It's really easy to assemble, and everything that you need to put the chair together comes in the box. This chair prevents back pain with the adjustable lumbar support by twisting the adjuster as needed. As someone who spends a lot of time in front of a computer working and gaming, proper support really goes a long way. Unlike those cramped bucket seats you get in some gaming chairs, this Hoffree chair offers a 22-inch high-density memory foam and raw cotton layer combined with an inner spring cushion, which ensures soft resilience while providing plenty of support. This chair is heavy duty as well, with a Class 3 SGS certified gas cylinder that can support up to 450 pounds. Simple pneumatic controls let you raise and lower the seat and rock back in your chair. As someone who's 6'4" or 192 centimeters, finding a chair that fits me properly is tough, but this Hoffree chair totally works. Also, the arms flip up, which works great for me while I'm playing guitar. Check out the Amazon link in the description and in the pinned comment, and if you do, make sure to use my code KevinCoolX25 to get 25% off. But now let's get right back into those details. But all that additional storytelling beyond Halo 5 had to be scrapped because of community feedback. That feedback being that you only play as Master Chief for 3 out of the 15 missions of the game, focusing mainly on Spartan Log, which people just didn't really connect with a whole lot. Bringing back Cortana, which completely invalidates the ending of Halo 4, and also making her a crazy space fascist. Had to make just crazy jump leaps in logic just for the story to make some form of sense. Also bringing back Blue Team out of nowhere. I mean, this is the first time we've seen Spartan 2s in the game, where before you were actually led to believe that you were like the last of your kind, right? The last Spartan 2. So don't take our word for it. Take Joseph Staten's word for it.
This is you. An elite military unit, you are the last of your kind. Trained to fight with any weapon, attack in any vehicle. You are mankind's most sophisticated piece of military hardware.
I mean, Bungie's no stranger to retcon some lore just so they can move forward with the story that they want to make. I'm looking at you, Halo Reach. Also, fighting the Warden 6 times throughout the entirety of the campaign got rather repetitive quickly. And trust me, I'm only scratching the surface with these critiques. But it does kind of make sense that there would be more planned after Halo 5 because of how different the storytelling was from Halo 4, right? Halo 4 gave Master Chief like his own voice, right? Created an awkward yet heartfelt connection with Chief and Cortana, and really was answering the question of what it means to be human. While many people out there did not like the gameplay and art style changes, most people can agree nowadays that Halo 4's story itself was pretty good. But then Halo Studios was like, let's completely change it for Halo 5, but also continue it because the events of Halo 4 happened. So to not bog down Halo 5 with a bunch of prologue, the writers of Halo 5 had to make some pretty big leaps in logic, especially for Cortana, just so the story would have some kind of tension. So why are we talking about Halo 5's story and the connections between the various games now compared to what previously when those games came out? Well, it's because this recent news came out from Rebs Gaming here, saying that he spoke with a Halo 5 dev who confirmed that 343 Industries created a cool roadmap to continue Halo 5's story, but decided to drop the story because of negative reaction from fans. You don't say. This includes the Guardians, which would have had a much bigger role in post Halo 5 world, but the reactions towards Guardians were so negative, the narrative team tried to wrap it up as quickly as they could, meaning that they had to wrap it up in Halo Infinite, then making Halo Infinite's story suffer a bit for having to tie up all the loose ends that were created in Halo 5, which obviously for Halo 5 storytelling, if it was supposed to be like the first step in this new kind of saga or whatever, that creates a lot of loose ends that need to be tied up, which makes Halo Infinite just a game meant to tie up those loose ends to then be able to push forward with the franchise. Looking back now, it seems like we might have to just tie up those loose ends from the loose ends as well. And Reb said he posted this information again recently just because he saw this post kind of get a lot of traction on a Reddit page over here saying, why does 343 keep coming up with new concepts for each one of their games? Which is something I've always said I wanted to see less of when it comes to Halo, as in just like come up with the vision, come up with how you want to do your Halo game, and just push forward with that. And I felt like we almost had that, or actually we did have that with Halo Infinite. That was literally the entire concept of the game, right? Of being a platform for Halo, and then we get to have just this as the Halo game and get to move forward with that with campaign DLCs that were supposed to happen, seasonal updates for the multiplayer that were supposed to happen as well, extended narrative storytelling when it came to in between each season, right, with like individual cutscenes and stuff like that. And those seasonal cutscenes were supposed to tie in with what would happen with campaign DLC. Like the Halo Infinite is always just going to be remembered as the Halo game that should have been. But with this information, it kind of makes sense now why it seems like every new Halo Studios game feels like it's a new start of the franchise, right? With Halo 4, then Halo 5, they wanted to start a whole new trilogy. That got thrown out because of the fan feedback, and they had to tie up those loose ends in Infinite. And now there's some more loose ends that are left with Infinite that I think have to be tied up again with the next Halo game. But it seems like the next Halo game might be a Halo Combat Evolved remaster, or more likely a remake, being in Unreal Engine 5 and being on PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. Of course, we'll probably know more about that when it comes to June for the Xbox showcase, but we don't know much until right now. But I don't even know if a CE remake really is happening, because I've talked about this in previous videos, but the most reason why you're probably hearing the CE remake being talked about in gaming is because of this trailer. And this trailer was leaked out back in June. That's when these reports started happening, right? Well, you would have to finalize what you wanted to showcase in October for the HGS showcase where this was revealed, right? To showcase all the cool new like engine tech and stuff like that. And what we saw in the trailer was CE looking Master Chief with the M60 pistol playing against elites, right? Or at least it was kind of posed like that. But of course, the big thing was that like these assets that were in the game are all ripped from Halo Infinite, right? That I've talked with thumbnail artists who know these models very intimately, right? Like they know these models up and down. The CE model that we see here in Halo Infinite, or sorry, I should say the New Dawn trailer, is this Master Chief rare. It's just the CE Master Chief. That's in Halo Infinite. You could buy for like $20 right now. And these elites are ripped right out of Halo Infinite as well. Same with the sword as well, just with different visual effects on it. The only thing that's like somewhat original, right, is that M6D pistol, that original like Combat Evolved pistol. But I'm assuming that this is probably just cut content that was supposed to go into Halo Infinite, then just never saw the light of day. So to the untrained eye, like you go like, oh my god, Halo Combat Evolved is being remade, right? Like even showcase like, but like even this pillar right here, this is straight up just a rip from Halo Infinite as well. So like I said, like to the untrained eye, you would think, oh my god, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Remake Part 2 is happening. I don't know if necessarily the case. I don't think this trailer necessarily confirms what is what's going to happen. I think what we'll get, I would much rather have a new game, or if you're gonna remake CE, do it in a new way, like a full-on reboot like you have with like Modern Warfare 2019, where like it kind of hits the same story beats but tells it a different way and just kind of takes the old lore and goes like, okay, that's its own separate story that happened like 20 years ago, let's move forward. The main thing with Halo, I'm just tired of having to start all over again and having to wait. I just want to play Halo. I want there to be a fun game for people to jump in and enjoy and have the community just come back together and be like, you know what's great? Halo. And I'm actually just tired of all of these Halo was dead, Halo fell off, the decline of Halo, the death of Halo, yada yada yada. Like I'm just over seeing this type of content, really. But hey, the reason why people keep making that style of video is because it resonates with people. That's how the community and gaming community as a whole feel about the franchise. I just hope we get back up there at some point. I just want to have, like I say, a cohesive vision that they go, you know what, this is what Halo's going to be. We're sticking with our guns. Come along for the ride if you want to play. If you made it this far in the video, I hope I earned your like, maybe even a subscribe. And if you want to show who the real ones are, leave a comment like a green heart. Let me know who the real ones are out there. I will like your green heart post comment. I swear, I do it every time, guys. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, thank you much for watching. Make sure to check out Hoffree in the description and pinned comment for check out their chair. Make sure you use my code. It helps me out a ton when it comes to, making myself seem like a legitimate YouTuber. And check out any videos from me if you missed any content recently. But thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.